Hey everyone, this is Dave at Body Mechanics PT. Today I'm here to talk about a solution for nagging shoulder pain. So you've seen in some of the other exercises we do videos where I talk about using like a band and like getting full shoulder range, reaching up all the way overhead, doing some assisted extension exercises and assisted adduction exercises just to make sure that you have full range overhead. However, some patients will tell me that, I still have a lot of difficulty like getting my arm behind my back or like reaching for a seatbelt. So we're going to use the same concept. We're going to do strengthening from end range. So I've got a TheraBand here. This is a low to medium intensity. And when you're doing these exercises at end range, I'd recommend that you do use something a little bit lighter. You don't want to overpower the muscle, just give it a little bit of tactile feedback. So what I'm going to do is if I'm trying to get my arm to go behind my back better, I'm going to take this band and I'm going to bring myself out, starting with my elbow at shoulder height and running the band under my elbow. I'm going to let my hand drop down. This is shoulder internal rotation. And I'm going to gently bring my body forward to the point where I feel a little bit of stretch. So there's some stress on my shoulder here. Now again, if I use a heavy band or if I gun it, it's going to hurt, not harm my shoulder. It's not going to do damage. It's not going to feel good either. So I'm going to bring this in really, really light for a little bit of stretch. And then from this stretched position, I'm going to do a little bit of external rotation, bringing it back up to where I started. So let it come all the way through to that compromised position and then bringing it back into external rotation. So this is good for, again, limited range, nagging, persistent pain. It's also really good for any athlete who has to get all the way into shoulder internal or external rotation. Good for pitchers. I've recently been doing some jiu-jitsu. It's good for grapplers. So there's a lot of uses for this exercise. So this is, again, to gain shoulder internal rotation as if to reach for the small of my back. I can pair this with shoulder external rotation. I'm going to move my band anchor up. So now, instead of getting the stretch to bring my arm low behind my back, now bringing it up into like this throwing position for pitchers, important for our golfers if I were doing my right shoulder, all the way at the end of a windup here. So bringing myself again into this stretched, compromised position, feeling a little bit of pull, a little bit of stress, again, keeping that sensation mild. And then from here, working into internal rotation, and then letting the band stretch it back again, all the way out, big stretch, and then meet the resistance right from that stretched position. This is really great. Good at reducing pain, good at improving range of motion. And then even you could use this for progressively for strength and power if you change the exercise prescription to increase the resistance or increase the cadence of the exercise. All right, guys, be sure to drop a comment if you have any questions. Thanks.